So, I'm Noah Carvajal,
And I'm Max Patman-Walther.
and together we make up Sheaf and Barley. So that's our name. Yeah. So what do we explore?
Well, we kind of delve, but as Noah was saying in the discussion we were having earlier, delving back through the past of the place we are in, i.e. the landscape that we're in, i.e. England, and kind of peeling back all the layers of what that means, and kind of trying to remember kind of things about where this society that we're living in comes from that we've forgotten about, and trying to bring that out for everyone who lives here. I don't think we definitely don't think it should be something that's privileged for certain people.
Yeah. So I would say what we do is we look at where we are, the landscape that we're in England, because that's the only thing we have. I'm not from here. I'm from America, Chilean, Lithuanian, Native American person, and so I'm not from here, but I'm a Jew, and I come here and I say, well, if this is where I am, then this must be my personal Zion, and this must be where I'm from, the land. So, but I'm not. So we need to retake that. So what we do is we look around us and we see the structures of control that we live under, the cities, the cityscapes, capitalism, and all these things, and we say the patriarchy. We say these structures exist, and we don't like these structures, and these structures remove us from who we are. So what we use is we utilize, based on the land, we say this is the thread that we have, and we utilize kind of magical pasts.
Yeah.
Like don't necessarily exist, not necessarily historical past, but magical past. So we work with Saxon text a lot, Middle English text a lot, charms, invocations,
kind of healing spells or that kind of thing. And by bringing that to today, we kind of hope to construct a new
future, possible future. So we have the first thing, which is our magic past, our magicness. We place it within the second thing, which is the present. And within that ambiguity, that eruption, we hope to create a third thing, which is a future that perhaps is more healthy, better.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Perhaps free from certain things. I think if to go into actual historicity for a minute, a good example of this I always say to people is the Anglo-Saxon word man was gender neutral, and they referred to men and women as where and with. With obviously being the etymological root of wife, which after the Norman conquest takes on a very different meaning. And there are certain kind of ideologies that while they may not be relevant anymore, and why you can't just lift it from there and put it here and say do this is going to work because this is better in some way. That doesn't make any sense. But to say, well, look, these things that we live through every day, they're not real in a sense. They're not. It doesn't have to be that way. I have conversations with people all the time, and they kind of think like, oh, well, this is the way that things are, and because this is the way that things are, this is the way that they can only be, and it's like, well, that's not true.
So we have other realities, really, that we want to use. So we do a lot of work in charms, and a lot of work with people. And so we did a piece in Bristol a few months ago where we invited people to come with us to make a charm of cleansing, a ritual of cleansing, where they put all their kind of resentments or angers and whatnot in
or not even that, or even their kind of positive feelings.
Yeah, and we put it in a clay pot and we marched with them down to the sea, and we burnt these things and we put them into the sea. And it was a cleansing, it was a ritual of cleansing, utilising the materials of England, or the materials that are natural within here, these kind of historical materials. Right now we're working on another thing.
Yeah, well, I think just quickly talking about materiality is this kind of incredibly tangible link to the past, like tools.
Or even to a non-historical thing.
Well, entirely, and it's kind of like these are kind of these really tangible things that we can utilise in our practice that transports us somewhere else. And kind of because you look at this room, the materials in it, it's kind of it doesn't say anything. It's like it's not what does that mean? But I can take a linden branch and say this means something. This wood was used a certain way because of the way that it is, and that's important, maybe. But yeah, we're working on a thing at a charm at the moment, which was an Anglo-Saxon metrical charm called For Unfruitful Land, which was if you're a farmer obviously, and if you had an unfruitful crop, you would take 4 sods of turf from the corner of your land and do certain processes to that in order to kind of invoke. It was the charm was written in a Christian context, but also invoke a lot of other things. So the Christian God Jesus and a lot of Odin, whatever
Saxon gods. And so we do the legwork of this charm, and then we cut the turf and we do all these things that we're told to do, and then we bring that within a space, and we invite people to give us the things they want to be made fruitful again. And we put these things in the earth, and then we finish the invocation with everyone involved, so everyone becomes a part of this magical process.
Yeah, and we take the sods. We are going to be taking the sods. One from Manchester, one from Northumberland, one from London, where we both are from, and one from Bristol. And so it's kind of for unfruitful land, in kind of a broad sense, where we are.
And we hope that when we do it, the land will be fruitful again.